Could you just tell me maybe your own experience with medicinal cannabis and why you've come down here today to talk about your experience?
We took our daughter Sophia to Holland in April to try medicinal cannabis. We felt as if there was no other option. Sophia's seizures were getting worse. It was make or break for us. Since Sophia was granted the first licence through the expert panel in July, she has not been hospitalised for 14 weeks. She was able to attend her school disco, dress up for Halloween, go trick-or-treating. All these things seem so small to other people, but when your child has never done things like this, or any time you tried to attempt to do things like this, within 2 minutes a seizure, ended up in hospital. It's always been about giving Sophia a better quality of life. That's all any parent wants, is to ease the suffering. It's not a cure, but when you are lessening and shortening seizures to up above 75%, it's just remarkable. Medicinal cannabis has given me my daughter, because I don't think I was able to see the real Sophia before because of pharmaceuticals and the benzos, and my daughter was basically sedated, quite frankly, sleeping most of the day, 4 walls, seizures, hospital, just over and over again. That just became the repetitive pattern over and over again, and that just became our lives. And now with medicinal cannabis, it's like the world's her oyster. You know, we're trying to get her to get used to normal childhood things like going to the park and doing different wee things, and she's able to attend school. And because of Sophia's special needs, they are her only friends, you know, they are her social group. She loves her friends in school, and now she's able to attend a lot more. And we're looking forward to a really lovely Christmas, hopefully at home, because any other year it was an uncertainty for Sophia.
And it has clearly worked for your daughter, the medicinal cannabis. So what would you like to see happen now? You're from Northern Ireland, so it's a different jurisdiction from down here in the Republic, but what would you like to see, both the government, I suppose, in terms of the North, but also down here, what you want to see them do?
It would be nice if both the governments got together. You know, they can get together in different issues, and this is as an important issue as any other one. You know, talk amongst yourself. The current process in the UK, which is similar to what you have here, is not working. It's so restrictive. It's like, yes, you can have the oil, but you have to exhaust every other avenue. You have to try every other drug, surgery, ketogenic diet. And if you were to try every other anti-epileptic drug, it could be years. You know, it's always, at the minute, I think it's always going to be seen as a last resort, and it shouldn't be. You know, like, look at Sophia, look at Tristan Ford from down here. He hasn't been hospitalised from 2015. Look at Vera Toomey's daughter Ava, who hasn't been hospitalised in months upon months. Alfie Dingley, his mummy Hannah Deacon from the UK, Alfie was able to learn to ride a bike. You know, it's the small things that make Sophia's life a lot easier, and it's just happy to see our kids happy. But all these licenses, we're still scared that one day, you know, we could get a phone call and say, look, you know, your clinician doesn't want to prescribe it anymore, they've changed their mind, or there's new guidelines that say they can't do it anymore. And there's always going to be that fear that one day this drug will be taken away from our kids, and our kids' lives will be put at risk again.